Hello friends, my name is Uday and I welcome you to this video. We'll see what portfolio level churn equity mutual funds have deployed in the month of May 2020. We'll try to gauge what strategy mutual funds have come up with to weather the extraordinary volatile markets that we are in today. Before that, we'll also take a look at the direction of the money flow with respect to the broad, well-known categories of mutual funds. If you feel the video is informative, do like and comment, share this video with your friends. Please do subscribe to our channel, give your valuable feedback and suggestions in the comments section. Let's begin with the debt fund segment category. In May, the volume of net inflows in the fixed income funds was 63,666 crores, which is an increase of about 46% over the previous month. As many as 12 out of the 16 debt fund categories experienced inflows on a net basis. Out of the 4 debt funds categories that saw outflows, overnight category funds was the highest impacted with outflow of 15,880 crores or 23.6% of their AUM. Other significant category was the credit risk funds that saw outflows of 5,173 crores or approximately 17% of their AUM. Preference was visible for the banking and PSU category funds, which saw net inflows of about 8,900 crores or 10% of their AUM. Normally, this category is considered to be safer in terms of credit risk. Short duration fund category also witnessed an inflow of about 2,000 crores in May after observing outflows in the past 2 months. On the other hand, in view of the falling interest rates in the debt fund segment market, some investors are getting attracted to long duration funds. Long duration fund category received inflows of 283 crores or approximately 12% of their AUM. Out of the total inflow of 63,666 crores in the debt fund segment, the liquid fund segment got a bigger chunk of the pie at 61,871 crores. This picture here gives you a graphic representation of the AUM across various debt fund categories for the month of May and April 2020. As compared to April 2020, the overall debt AUM in May 2020 increased by about 7%. Month-on-month comparison suggests that increase was seen in the liquid fund, money market, long duration, corporate bond, banking and PSU and gilt fund categories. AUM decreased for overnight, medium duration and credit risk fund categories. Now let's focus on the equity mutual fund segment category. Net inflows into the open-ended equity schemes in May 2020 declined by about 15% compared to the net inflows in April to 5,257 crores. All equity fund categories except large and mid cap saw a decline in the net inflows as compared to the previous month. The highest inflows were observed in large cap funds to the tune of 1,556 crores. However, the only equity mutual fund segment category that saw outflow was the dividend yield funds. This picture here gives you a graphic representation of the AUM across various equity fund categories for the month of May and April 2020. As compared to April 2020, the overall AUM in May decreased by about 1.4%. Month-on-month AUM comparison suggests that marginal AUM decrease was spread across all categories of this segment. Decoding the money flow to hybrid and other category schemes, we see that the arbitrage funds witnessed a large inflow to the tune of 10,806 crores. Gold funds, on the other hand, continue to attract investors, adding another 815 crores to the rising asset base. The assets managed by these funds have also increased to about 10,000 crores as of end of May 2020. Other ETF AUM swelled to 160,300 crores by the end of May 2020. You may take a look at the May 2020 AUM comparison versus April 2020 AUM for the hybrid and other categories that we just discussed. Now let's take a look at how portfolios have changed across equity mutual fund segments. For the sake of analysis, I have selected only highly rated open-ended equity mutual funds that have sizable AUM for their respective category. Let's start with the large cap category of equity mutual funds. This slide gives you details on stocks that are new to the funds, stocks where funds have increased their holdings, stocks where funds have diluted their holdings, and those that funds have exited completely. I have mentioned the AUM in crores so that you get a feeler for the size when we analyze the changes made by these funds. Funds that we have covered are ICICI Prudential Blue Chip Fund, SBI Blue Chip Fund, Mirae Asset Large Cap Fund, and the Axis Blue Chip Fund. If you analyze the churn, seems that large cap funds have increased holdings in FMCG, power exchange, private banks, telecom, and paints. Pharma seems to be a mixed bag, whereas NBFC have seen some selling. Coming now to the large and mid cap category, funds that we have covered here are Mirae Asset Emerging Blue Chip Fund, Canara Robeco Emerging Equities Fund, and Kotak Equity Opportunities Fund. If you analyze the information, it seems that large and mid cap funds have increased their holdings in FMCG, power exchange, telecom, and paints. Pharma and banking seems to be a mixed bag, whereas auto ancillaries have seen some selling. Moving to the multi-cap category, which is also one of my favorite category in the equity mutual fund segment. Funds that we have detailed here are Kotak Standard Multi-Cap, Motilal Oswal Multi-Cap 35, Axis Focus 25, UTI Equity, SBI Focus Equity, SBI Magnum Multi-Cap, Parag Parikh Long-Term Equity, and DSP Equity Fund. Summarizing the data, funds have added stocks from the FMCG, telecom, cement, and exchanges sector. Pharma seems to be a mixed bag with some rotation, whereas banks, chemicals, railways, and power companies seems to be in the selling list. Mid-cap category now, where we cover the DSP Mid-Cap, Kotak Emerging Equity, L&T Mid-Cap, and the Axis Mid-Cap Fund. Overall data suggests that discretionary, technology, textiles, cement, and pharma have seen buying, whereas realty, auto ancillaries, hospital stocks, and banks have seen some selling or churning by this category of mutual funds. Finally, to the small cap category, where we have the Nippon India Small Cap, HDFC Small Cap, SBI Small Cap, and Axis Small Cap Fund. Buying is seen in FMCG, pharma, technology, telecom, cement, power sector, and the exchange stocks. Nothing notable was seen on the selling side. If you feel the video is informative, do like and comment. Share this video with your friends. Please do subscribe to our channel. Give your valuable feedback and suggestions in the comments section. Thank you.